Hello, freak bitches.
It is very cult-like. And again, you asked me what would have to happen for us to right the ship. The second one is that my faculty colleagues have to wake up to the fact that their belief structure has become bizarre and unrecognizable from any normal position.
And very dangerous from the perspective of an educator. If this is what an educated person who has gone through the entire system and now has a job in educating young people, if this is how you view the world, and this is how you view facts, and this is how you distort them and then disseminate them to the rest of these like-minded folks in this very bizarre echo chamber that's being rejected, like almost universally outside of the college. I mean, it's not just Fox News it's rejecting. It's the Washington Post. It's the New York Times. Like, people are freaking out about your situation and recognize very clearly and very rightly that you are absolutely not a racist.
Right.
And this is, this is kind of a lot of what I've said to Jordan Peterson when I had him on. Like, they fucked with the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they fucked with the wrong person. And this is one of the most horrific things about what I find so troubling about what I think of as, I used to think of myself as a progressive, but what I have a problem with all of this is that the left is attacking itself now. It's like there's no one who's progressive enough. No one. Like, every single thing you do is a microaggression. Every single thing you do is based on white privilege, and therefore you're racist. And unless you somehow or another give up all your money and give up all your jobs, and there are people who are asking to do that too, by the way. There's people who are asking people to give their money and put them in black banks, give them to black people. I mean, we're going crazy.
This is literally, it's not an individual psychosis, but it's a collective psychosis that we're watching. And I believe that in literal terms. We are watching a kind of group insanity.
Is this a problem with language? In some ways, is this a problem with influence and charisma and people's ability to sort of change the way others view the world with dramatic interpretations of events and things like emails, where this is not a one-on-one debate. There's a real problem with blogs and emails, and I've talked about this several times, but it's worth repeating. There's a real problem when someone writes something like that specifically about another person like you, and just writes it, but you're not there to respond. So they can write as much stuff that's not true, and they can put it all down, and then it's there. And then someone has to refute it, but it's still there. So you don't even get to refute the actual document. You write your own, and then someone has to go and read that at a different location. It's a real weird way to distribute information, and it's contrary to the way human beings rationally discuss and debate ideas.
Well, I would say there are many rules that are written into the way we interact now that make it possible for this to happen. So there was an instance where a faculty member accused those that were challenging any of these equity proposals as being part of a racist backlash. And she was clearly talking about me because I'm the most prominent person objecting.
Is this faculty member a white person?
No. So anyway, she says in a faculty meeting that this is a racist backlash. And I said to her in front of this faculty meeting, I said, somebody might want to check on the question of whether or not I'm actually a racist, because if you do check on it, you will discover I'm not. And if you don't, this is going to blow up on you. And the chair of the faculty told me that the faculty meeting was not the place to defend myself against accusations of racism. I said to her, that's fine.
It's also not the place to
level
level
the accusations. But I said, where is the place? And then the faculty member who had made the accusation said, you should not expect there to be a venue in which to defend yourself. You should just get used to these accusations. In a separate case, I was told...
What? Who said that? A white guy or... Oh.
No, it's the same faculty member who made the accusation.
Wait a minute. The person said that you should just accept these untrue accusations.
Yes.
What was your reaction to that? That this is not a place for you to defend yourself against racist accusations. This is a place for you to just eat shit.
Right. You just have to accept these accusations. On a separate occasion, we were also told that that to question an allegation of racism is racist.
Oh.
So
How convenient.
Yeah, try to wrap your mind
What?
around that one.
To question an accusation of racism is racist.
Right, we have an obligation to believe them.
Wow.
I know.
Wait a minute. How that is crazy. That is such stupid back ass words thinking.
It's what the cult mentality sounds like inside. It doesn't understand that when you say that to an outsider, it simply doesn't add up.
Or it's creating a structure that makes it impossible to defend yourself because these accusations are so preposterous that they realize that they have to have some sort of a bizarro world structure.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. So what does this person teach?
They teach media. So they teach...
How ironic.
Right. They teach media. They are currently running a program where she's teaching students to make documentaries, and that program, one of the students in the program filed a public records request. Since we are a public college, you can request the emails of faculty and staff if you want them. And so she had a student file a public records request for my email to make a documentary in her program. So you've got one faculty member searching another faculty member's email through a student looking for evidence of I don't know what, but...
evidence of racism.
Well, presumably.
Yeah, God.
Yes.
What little half of a sentence is she's going to cut out of context with a few
Right,
dots
exactly.
afterwards?
I mean, in fact, if you can separate my letters from each other and reorganize them, I could have said all kinds of things.
Well, I think you should have a student ask for the emails that came from her. I bet they'd be wonderful.